individual.
Why don't you feel guilty? No,
I don't.
Yeah, and
because I didn't do it.
I think more black conservatives, but you benefited from it. You benefited from it, and you still benefit from it.
Yes.
Bill Maher just went off on this insane woke black rapper for his insane stance on reparations and race relations in the United States of America. You guys will not believe it, so make sure you watch until the end because it's crazy, it's explosive. Watch as Bill Maher completely roasts a woke panel and a woke black rapper in favor of reparations. And yeah, but he basically has to silence the whole panel. Let me just stop rambling. Let's get straight into it because it's a freaking good one.
Comment on my editorial that I just did about how there's a lot of materialism in music these days, and maybe it's not great for the kids.
I think there's materialism in American society, period. We're just, musicians and artists a lot of times, in terms of when art becomes commerce, it's just a reflection of where society is. When you were talking about, you know, it used to be a lot of bitches and hoes and homophobia in there. Bitches, hoes, and homosexuals buy music. And at a certain point, the people who make music was like, it's not cool to keep saying this shit because they got better buying power than just the guys who are mad at home. And what you see now is the people on top of the charts are the Kendrick Lamars, the Drakes, the J. Coles, because society, what is it? Huey said, it's not the vanguard that moves the people, it's not the leadership, it's when the people are ready to move. So I think that, when I have arguments with Anaya, my 26-year-old daughter, I know that there's a change coming because of the way she views the world. So I think musicians and artists for commerce are going to adjust. But when it comes to money, we have an infatuation with money in this country. You know, so much to the point we went and kidnapped a bunch of people 400 years ago, made them work for free, and said, boom, greatest nation in the world. So, you know, right. Happy Black History Month. Happy Black History Month.
It's like a relationship fight. You never let it go.
No, you can't. I'll tell you this. Speaking of money, you want to let it go. Prepare a reparations package for black people in this country. For people, and I'll tell you this. The leader of the Fed said something.
Didn't I buy dinner last time?
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, and the restaurant.
That does not count.
You did. You offered to marry my wife if I died early.
Absolutely.
Too, so. But I do think this country could benefit from a reparations package that included cash, that included reversal of redlining by helping black people be homeowners, understand credit, and understand Americans that if the black community has more money, this country has more money. Yeah, and we need to start seeing ourselves in a relationship.
Right. As long as we have the topic on the table.
So you're Killer Mike, I guess that's his name. Killer Mike apparently thinks that stealing money from white people who never owned a slave, and so stealing their money and giving them to black people who have never been slaves. They're like, oh, that's how you mend the relationship. Well, here is the brutal truth, guys, okay? I think that even if we gave them reparations, it would not be enough. They would still demand more. It's never enough. That's why you can't even give them an inch, because then they want to keep going. It's never enough. It doesn't ever satisfy them. They are monsters, okay?
Table, what do you think about that? Reparations.
Vivek Ramaswamy just texted me his Taylor Swift playlist. I haven't been paying attention, so I'll
Was that supposed to be funny, dude? Come on.
Wait, you're dodging this question?
I'll dodge out. In terms of what, reparations?
Reparations. Sending out a check.
Someone's got to pay. No, I'm not for reparations. I'm not for that at all. At the end of the day, this country owes $34 trillion, and the government doesn't owe that money. You all owe that money.
And also,
don't be fooled. The money's got to come from somewhere.
There's a difference between collective guilt and individual.
Why don't you feel guilty? No,
I don't.
Yeah, and
because I didn't do it.
I think more black conservatives, but you benefited from it. You benefited from it, and you still benefit from it.
Yes, that's true too.
So my thing is just help spread the benefits.
But you know, there are reparations that do go on in different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't say absolutely just give me a few $1 million and I'm fine. No, I think that trade and higher level education. I do think a cash payout. I think that there should be a mortgage forgiveness. I think that we should have an incentive to incentivize black wealth in this country. Robert Smith, black billionaire, had an interesting conversation where he wanted to tax corporations 2% of wealth. Imagine what 2% of multi-billion-dollar companies does for black society. What it does is it creates a place where it's not perfect, but Atlanta black people have opportunity. And if you talk to Governor Brian Kemp in Georgia, we also have a Republican governor who I have a relationship with.
I'm sorry, I have to cut him off. Is he trying to say that black Americans have no path to success in America? Because how come he's so successful, but he's a black American? How come a black person became president of the United States, okay? who had a, never mind, I can't say that on YouTube. Anyways, anything. I was going to talk about his lovely wife, Michelle. If you know, you know. But yeah, okay, so black people can't succeed in America. Obviously, that's a blatant lie because we've seen very successful black people in America. So on to the next one. By the way, guys, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure you like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It really helps boost the video in the algorithm, helps me fight the YouTube censorship. So please help a girl out, all right?
For the
Thank
last
you. Thank you for watching, even if you don't do anything. Thank you, okay?
10 years, we've been #1 in business. We've created over 60,000 jobs and have more jobs coming. I would challenge you to help put together a reparations package that made the rest of America look more like the opportunity.
Well, he's from New Hampshire. That's not going to happen.
Well,
But is it, if I may, Lord knows I didn't want to get into a reparations discussion.
It would cost you hundreds of dollars up there.
Right, and then you got the, well, again, what about the Native Americans who are, you know, you got to go down the list. And when we're done with the reparations package this year, what about
you don't hear black people arguing against reparations for anyone. We've never argued against reservations. We've never argued against any payouts for people America is wrong. We're simply saying, while we're at the table, let's do something to aid the people that until 60 years ago lived in apartheid.
Okay, but like
60 years is not very long.
With Native Americans, we gave them the casino industry.
Yeah.
What about, you know, supermarkets?
Could black people have the marijuana industry?
Well, I'm something like that.
Could we look at his fucking face? Would you give us like that's what I'm saying. Give us marijuana, multi-billion-dollar industry. It's still fresh. It's still growing. Why doesn't Killer Mike have a marijuana license in Georgia?
I'm out of the business.
Will you call Brian Kemp for me?
I'll call Brian right now.
I just like don't even get what he's advocating for. Like, how do we just give black people the marijuana industry? I don't know. Maybe they want to dip their toes into the coconut industry. If you know, you know. But yeah, he's just making the stupidest. He's just giving the stupidest. Wow, how ironic! I literally just said the stupidest. Wow, that's a cell phone. Let me correct myself, like the little grammar Nazi that I am. He's literally giving the most stupid takes ever. I can't, like, how is he so successful? Oh yeah, because he can blow up because rap, whatever, degenerate music. And then also he gets to be a little race hustler or a big race hustler, a very large and mighty race hustler. Yeah, trying not to vomit.
I don't know how the discussion's going to go. Brian's a great friend, but...
I mean, if you're going to buy marijuana, I would suggest you do it at the Woods, which is the great pot shop here in L.A., which I'm a part owner of with Woody Harrelson. Okay, what do you think of the news that...
Really, Bill Maher? Really? You want to show that you don't hate black people? You should give that entire business to him, to black people. Let the black people take over because you white people, oh my gosh, we can never recover from it.
NASA
Evil.
says the moon is shrinking. Fucking Biden.
You know, you guys can see here, like, Bill Maher is still transitioning to, not gender transitioning, but kind of questioning his party. He can't stand the woke people on his side, but he's woke in his own ways, of course. Don't you forget it. Of course we don't. He's not one of us. But it is very interesting to see people that are prominent leftists, prominent liberals, you know, in society that are walking back their stances on Trump. Like Bill Maher just met with Trump recently and said he was a lovely guy. They spent the evening together. That sounds a little weird. Not romantically, okay? They had a few hours together. He said he's really a nice guy. The media has just been lying about him. Wow, shocker. We smart people that think for ourselves could, like, literally knew that a long time ago. But anyways, thank you for catching up. Happy, you know, better late than never. But yeah, so it's interesting. People like Cenk, Anna Kasparian, whatever, these people that are formerly major Trump haters, Republican Party haters, well, now they're kind of changing their tune, and it's about damn time, okay? If you made it to the end of the video, leave an orange heart because you love... I'm an orange woman. I'm the orange woman, okay? Me, Trump. We're the only orange people in America, and so leave an orange heart to help boost the video in the algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Can't talk. Have a freaking great day, okay? Okay, bye.